トゥルー。 Okay, hi everyone, I'm here. Hello, Ishkaret. The whole Korsny steals my waifus. They get more waifus if I host. She was talking about hours. Like, she meant hours. It's a Shadow of the Colossus song. Yeah, you get more waifus if you host, I guess, but you cannot get more hours. Yeah, it's Shadow of the Colossus. I don't really like battle songs in Shadow of the Colossus. Not really. But a few songs, a few chill songs in the game are super amazing. Already here. Hi, Courtney. I'm just listening to music. It's too good. How's going, Ishkaret? You streamed today, right? Super early? I didn't catch the stream. You should be in a folk band. I cannot play any musical instruments. How can I be in a band if I cannot play anything? And I have never ever sang. Maybe a bit more quiet because I got my PC working and I'm trying to multiplayer at the same time. What? You playing something? Right now? Valhalla, but it's so long. Now I'm at parents and lurk on the phone. Ah, I see. I see. Have a good evening. By the way, we were talking about sound commands yesterday. I will write in chat some commands you may remember. I'll finish it off stream. I see. Trying to get my headphones working at the moment. So that means maybe you not hear me. Rights conducted too. Let's continue. It's like 10 more hours of reading. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I still haven't played this Psychopath visual novel. I can hear it just on my PC speakers. I see. I see. Okay. Continue. There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jadariel tracks potential signs of movement is the same way Yura had it. Do you consider where to search for him? I need to warm up. My English skills. The North Road across the German Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Jadariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. Hadwin thinks the missing minstrel could have taken the route opposite. Check out Fall Flat. How it looks like? In English, yeah. Angliski in Russian. Angliski. Visual novel's not good for streaming. Yeah. It's very, very, very specific. There are a few people who will watch. Or just stay because they like you, not the game. But I know some streams where people read books. I have followed a few streams where people just read books. And there are viewers just listen to books. But it's a few Russian streams, they read in Russian. As you travel through the desolate sprawl of Fall Flat, the south route across the German Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Hadwin seems more ill at ease than usual. There is no sign of the missing minstrel. Flimbliski. You sound a lot older on my PC. I sound not older, I sound wiser. Sorry about this, Jody. I had a hunch he must have come this way. Would that our hunches could be more dependable, but do not fear, we shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refused to say much more for now. Did I choose a wrong path? Now you're just a nerd. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Yeah. I think previously I was trying to make voices like more appropriate to the characters. But I get confused in time and I just mix up all the voices. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Nah, there is no one to talk to. They are coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes, I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then, what are we gonna do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Faye. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. Well, use the Raymans and the books. Indeed. One of us can draw them out. Under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rights. So someone attacks us. And we force them to play basketball. Hadwin turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you. I will do it, mister. Please, you have to let me. And the scribes. They will protect me. I know they will. Jadariel exchanges looks with Hadwin. Each of them nods at you, as if to signal their approval. Faye intends to help fend off the Howlers. Or maybe gameplay is different now? Huh. That howling sound, it means they are here. Oh, but the scribes, they are here. Okay, I also remember how to play. End off the howlers. Release W when flashing to power jump. More. I think there is many more. Oh, here they come. And the one is flashing, I didn't notice. Ah, I see, maybe. Okay, I have a problem. There are too many of them now. Is it over now at last? It is. I think it is. Oh, wait a second. Need to check it out something. Okay. It's so weird actually having my PC set up now. For me it would be weird to use a tablet. I don't have one. That would be weird.
Huh?
Just then Faye spots something creeping toward her. Whoa. Ferocious creature. What happened? Weird. The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Faye. You find her in one piece, along with an unfamiliar little face. Cree-he. Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Scree-ho. You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive-Im standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. Кри-кири-ри-кири. Привет, Onion. Здорово. Drive-Im seems both excited and frustrated by something. You sense some pattern in the Drive-Im screeches. He seems welcoming of this. This Drive-Im seems to have history with your Black Wagon. You're beginning to understand him. The Drive-Im recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. Okay. You now can understand this unusual Drive-Im. Hey 8-bit, hi. Did you get more sleep yesterday? More than a few hours? The drive theme seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along inside the wagon. The other drive imps stare at him with something like reverence. The drive imp joined you, seems to know his way around. Вчера... Да прошли вчера Alan Wake'а. Там еще DLC-шки остались. Я пока вернулся сюда, пока сюжет не забыл. A bit. I was still up pretty late playing more Endless Legend. So you'll like it that much. Do you have all DLCs? There are a lot of them. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Your new imp companion seems very pleased to be in the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he's happy to be back where he belongs. He urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Nice. Not at this time, this may change when there is a sale. And also, I'm not broke. There should have been... I thought there should be a sale in June. Like every June there is a sale and discounts on Steam. Maybe it still will be in a few days. You haven't been here when I started to play Pyre, right? When I played first day. You haven't been here, right? So you don't know the story. Leak sand. An arid southern path toward the ominous cairn of Hope. Your new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. I have no choice. Yeah, I missed the stream. It's good. So far. It has a pretty simple gameplay, like a basketball. But the story is intriguing. Like you're in some kind of a purgatory. I'm not sure. It's like a underworld. People get sent here for crimes and other stuff. And you are the only one who can read. All other people, they don't know how to read. So they call me reader. And because I can read, I read how to perform a few rites. If you perform all the rites successfully, you can go back to upper world. So that's it so far. I have 4 companions. American Nightmare, да. Я его раньше не проходил. Он вроде недолгий там. Часа 4, наверное. за один стрим можно. Я, наверное, там еще 2 DLC, которых я не помню про что. Наверное, еще раза 2 Alan Wake постримить нужно. Мне он нравится, как бы. Не жалко времени на него. Haddon orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the barren wastes of Jummer Valley. There is someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the black wagon from off afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Then the imp rushes out toward whomever it is. Headphones and working, looks like I have to go back to the store later. Oh. Is it a new headphones you just bought and they don't work? Sounds like a decent plot. I wanted to say something and I forgot. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. The lone minstrel. Izo is a venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's black wagon. So it's his name. It's good to see you, and you found the others, even faster than I expected. The imp called Izo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello, we have not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. I should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Yeah, they came with a microphone so I could actually try and stream, but that's what I get for going cheap. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, you need to go back to shop. If it doesn't work. I forget to ask, what have you been up to today? I've been studying more Japanese. Like, I started to study Japanese again. I made kind of a break, so I came back to it. I read a bit and watched an episode of Walking Dead, an infinite Walking Dead TV series. If I remember something exciting, I will tell you. Your client? Ah, my client. Sandalwood. He's your point of contact. As I understand, you did not find his wagon by mistake. Sandalwood. The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hadwin Juderon Rookie. Melissa Senpai. In 10 years when I learn something. Bought some nice headphones, but still don't use them. I'm using speakers. I'm glad it works. Okay, you cannot hear echo or something from speakers. It's more convenient than headphones. So what now? You continue down the path. That is why I'm here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Wouldn't that be alright? Haddon and the others exchanged looks. Welcome back, minstrel. You got a name? I'm sometimes called Tarek. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. The lone minstrel returns to the Black Wagon with your fellow exiles. They were just $8 ones, I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, not very expensive. The previous headphones I had, they were like, it cost $50 at least. But they still broke in a year. The cairn of Help is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The accursed imp here fell the 90-pound titan Shax 6 shall what? Let me read again. The accursed imp here fell the mighty bone titan Shax 6 shoulders. I see. I have all 20. I have 0. I don't have a single emote like that. I haven't get a single emote. 0. Not even 1. But congrats, you have collected them all. I guess I'm very unlucky. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon, your leisure. Let's speak. Ah, we have a slug merchant. Oh, hey guys, fancy running into you this side of the sand, so what can I do for you? Ron? How do you make it all this way ahead of us? Come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been such a good customer at all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing as you bought that Mooncrest finger from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you could use this, and I got more if you want. Pinch of Stardust. It raises the rank of certain talismans. That's useful. Of certain talismans, yeah, not everyone. Stabs in the back. I know you're going to like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo. Know what I mean? And if you want some more now, I know just the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning? Yeah, just stop on by some other time. Interact with Ron to quiet him down. What's that? Lucrative contract. After banishing an adversary, the bearer gains +1 coin up to his many times per rite. That's too expensive anyway. When plunging into the adversary's pyre, the bearer deals bonus damage. Or at the start of the rite, the bearer's pyre automatically gains +7. Maybe next time. Can I upgrade this one? Yeah, I could, but it didn't give me anything. It's a rank 7 talisman. It needs to be, I don't know, rank 10 or 11 You get more quickness. What have I done? Pleasure was all mine, and that's you guys. White lute, the lone minstrel's Tarek's musical instrument, with which he chronicles great deeds through a song. The lone minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through a song. Using it, you may hear glimpses of your past experiences across the downside. Which piece of music do you wish to hear? You shall hear the theme of the Masked Wanderers, Adventure on Rookie. I got achievement. It must be too quiet.
From the plains that sleep below to a pleasant evening.
Trying to make it louder. I cannot really hear anything. Forbidden knowledge. You shall hear the theme on the vision you first saw within the Book of Rites. Okay, now I hear. You shall hear the theme of the downside prairie region. So yeah, just soundtracks. Still quiet. Don't go quiet again. Like that again. I thought my Ethernet cord unplugged. Researchers at the University of Derby attached body cameras to cats to determine what they do all day. They discovered cats do not like body cameras. I think I saw it a long time ago. This joke. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He's very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you surely have a right you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means that you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. Okay. Let's commence the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Hope, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. I minimize the game for a second. All is quiet for time, and then, from out of nowhere, charges a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. That's Barker Ash pose. As a trouble-making cur, the thrills in the defeat of the Chamverets who stand against him. Real piece of work, just don't make eye contact. Courtney, I guess you like this one even more. Previously we found another dog, cur creature, who had a blue hair. This one looks even more dangerous. Oh well, would you look at this lot? Even got one of your own. Consulting with the two laggers. You disgrace their mate, you realize? Oh, so yeah, I guess this guy has the whole team consisting of dogs. Good to see you, Barker. You looking well? Didn't know you know about the raids. Oh, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot on the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm gonna make sure all of you regret it, because why not? Sounds good. The cur Barker laughs away and his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow. They look like these hyenas from a Lion King.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed cairn of Ha'ub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and howling. Oi, come on you lot, let's boil some blood. Then Rookie pulls you aside. Look chum, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys, just trust me on this one, okay? Since he means it, you make a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever time permits. It's alright, Rookie. We can take care of them. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rides are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one. A creature wearing tiny raiments appeared in a lone minstrel's side. This imp. He can actually... he's one of your companions now. I mean, my companions. Tizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversaries. Absurd. The imp knows the rights. He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do. The little imp peered at you. You sense his connection to the rise as he awaits your guidance. Interesting. Tizo seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader? Influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He's inviting you to try.
Another joins your ranks.
Hold W.
Imp. Although... no, it cannot be. Then we shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
You can fly. And jump. And explode. Or implode. Nice. Well done as ever, Tizo. Rock. Tizo is happy to lend his support in the rise if you could use his help. Well then, reader, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings? I don't know, well, let's
Right shall begin
try him.
forthwith.
Let's give him a try.
Tizo.
Tizo. And this guy's.
Edwin.
Hey old game, hi.
Ow.
Everyone ready? Let's show those curs what we are made of. It's going well. How are you? Just continuing to play Pyre. It's the second time I play it. Max in the weird games. It's not weird, it's pretty new. 2017. It's pretty popular game. It's by developers of Bastion and Transistor. But yeah, gameplay is weird. It's kind of like a sport game. Half sport game, half visual novel. So yeah, it's maybe weird. Doesn't mean bad. Yeah, I get it. I agree, maybe it's a bit weird. Time's up, you swill. Come on boys, let's get him.
Now begin.
That's cheating. Half sports game, half vision novel. That's weird, alright.
Stand not in glory's path.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy so far.
Why, that was all of them.
There is a higher difficulty. I'm playing on normal, but still it's kinda easy.
Be gone, you lot. The orb engulfed in fire.
You just have to pick up this ball and get it to enemy's pyre.
Poof. Positively brutish.
Everyone is dead. Nope.
The stroke of luck is all.
You playing on game normal? I don't believe it. Well, you think I usually play on hard?
Now to the flame. Edwin plunged into their
78
fire.
would have you down with some 7. Alright, you lot. That does it. No more fussing around, right? My boys and me, we are proper angry now. I wanted to play Melty Blood, I think it's called, and BlazBlue. Guilty Gear as well. It's a fighting game. BlazBlue is a fighting game, which consists like half of the game is a visual novel. That's also pretty weird. There's a lot of story, but between fights you have to read a lot of story. Usually fighting games don't have so much of a story, or it looks different, not like a visual novel. You usually do though, at least from what I've observed. That's cool. If you think I play on difficult, on hard difficulty usually, that's better than you think I usually play on easy. But yeah, I played games like Neo or Sekiro, Dark Souls, but they don't have a difficulty choice. I played God of War on hard, but there was even harder you could open. Yeah, I chose Max Payne hard difficulty, but it's not a difficult game overall. So it depends. Not always playing on hard. What is going on? But it's better to be known for playing hard games than easy.
Whatever shall you do exactly by the book?
This imp is a cheat.
Once more like that and we are finished here.
Fail.
Someone there rose to the occasion.
Wrong button. I had to jump.
Your fellow exiles remain banished.
No, now it's intense. Now that was intense. I, on the other hand, usually play games on easy. So whatever you like.
Too bad. And it is done.
As long as you enjoy.
The Nightwings prevail yet again. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Fair enough. I'm just basing
The
my
right
assumption
is
on
done.
bias sample. Yeah, I don't often. I don't always play hard on hard. I was just trying to be honest. Tizo is excited to have prevailed in his first ride with your group. He was useful. That ought to show them. I will never do VC ever again. What is VC? Well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung, but I just can't believe you shoddy laws showed us the what for like that. Voice chat? Why? I need the context. What happened? I have too many theories and ideas. Like your microphone doesn't work anymore, or because of your headphones? My boys and I will have to take your jest a tad more serious next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything. You hear?
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
I think I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. It needs context when you can just be confused. After Hadvin douses the adversary's pyre, his pyre recovers equal to up to 50%. That's useful. Or Hadvin and his allies cause banished adversaries to remain banished for 2 seconds longer. Let's maybe use this one.
The Master General reveals his stratagem. Witness the rites firsthand and be inspired. Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple imps.
Tizo feels solemn respect for the rites and all their myriad complexities. Now, I talked with this dude on voice chat thinking we were gonna play a game already, but it was like a job interview and I got nervous. I'm glad it's over. I don't talk to... When I played multiplayer games or online games, I didn't talk to strangers in the voice chat. Okay. Regular chat? No, alright, I can write something. Voice chat? No, only if I know people. Either deals an additional 10 when dousing adversary's Pyre, or if banished, Tiza drops an improved moon sign that boosts ally speed and stamina. This one's better.
'Tis the influence of the imp scribe, until the stars align.
Splendid was your guidance, O the Nightwing's reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find the freedom that you seek. After prevailing over the dissidents with ease, the triumvirate of anarchists who conduct no riots for sheer thrill. You return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure out how best to proceed. You alright, Rookie? Think so, chum. I just need a little time. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I don't wish to interrupt, but the dark of nights is waning. Reader, would you join us outside, please? My general rule is to just not talk to anyone in my chat ever. In any chat ever. Can be an awkward situation if you never talk to anyone to begin with. You're talking in chat. This is also a chat. I will stick to single player game forever until Ishk wants to play Mario Kart. Yeah, my Mario Kart is convenient. You don't need to talk to, even you can just join and play. It's a pretty convenient game. You find Jadariel and a lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. You look toward the heavens. You're the exception to my general rule. Millith, the bog star. The bog star burns bright over a fated cavern, flag in hands. Bog. It's like a swamp, kind of like swamp, right? Marshes. But in Russian, bog, it's English word god. It's a bog. Then it is as I feared. We are to press further north, beneath the valley into flagging hands. A gloom-filled desolate region on the downside, beyond which lies the sea. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us, wherever we should go. Had you been to flagging hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of flagging hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, you shall have to press deeper into the downside. Now I can talk to someone. You can tell something is troubling Rookie, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, chum, listen, I gotta level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Yeah, it was 5 minutes ago. Not exactly as easy to forget, though believe you me, I tried. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite a name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand? I had a certain standard to uphold, so I figured he would be the one to ask. I haven't felt as embarrassed since high school. Huh. Yeah, that's not cool. So what if I owe him? Though, right, chum? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I'm in reach. My little problem with Barker soon is gonna take care of itself just as soon as my people send the money through. So, I'm telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it, and I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy real soon. With that, he scampers off before you can respond. It seems Rookie owes a debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you're unsure. We can later read their biography like this. So his past as a trafficker, dealing with contraband for long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. Bro hug. Different channel. Let's go ahead. Come down. Yeah, come down, you find Hadwin and Judaril assessing the current situation of the minstrel. Are you most certain? Aye, madam. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it is necessary. Hadwin motions to you as they continue talking. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flagging Hands. Let's get going. Soon as you're ready, sooner we get there, sooner we can leave. Oh, thank God I have chocolate. It helps. Sweets help. The lone minstrel knows a relatively safe route down into the Flagging Hands region. Sorry for stabbing you in the back. Nothing special. Happens all the time. The Flagging Hands region proves as dismal as Judaril indicated. The area is thick and foul. How far to the pit of Millith? According to stores next right shall be there. All the way across the marshlands on the coast. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Judaril and Hadwin exchange looks. Then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. Before you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. An ancient artifact connected to the rise. Thank you for being smart. Actually makes me feel better. Oh. That's good. Should the reader manage in your eyes, present the crystal on the den. Message to the lone minstrel. You observe a shimmering crystal of some sort beside the Book of Rites. As you have surmised, the triumvirs you are to confront during the rise shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder crystal may help ensure that you are well prepared in turn. It is a resource now at your disposal, to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it, and you shall see what I mean. Henceforth you may use the Beyonder crystal. It is call on you. The Beyonder crystal seeks Rookie. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain a hold over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rite, but incorporeal. Phantom, I sense that you are not a total idiot. She reaches for the clasps on her mask. So, the Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please call me Sandra. She's wraith, expelled for eternity within the Beyonder crystal, and bound to serve the rites. Sandra the Unseeing. We met briefly before, when you first beheld the book. When you were stuck inside of it, I was among the phantoms you companions banished there, no doubt stroking their egos. You listened well enough to that damned voice described in the book. It calls to you during the rites and reminds you of your exile. Now I suggest you listen well to me. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedoms happen to be intertwined with yours. I know the rites better than anyone. I soon can whip you into shape if you but take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials. Sandra's series of special challenges. Yeah, it's like in every previous game. Additional challenges. But I never finished them all in Transistor and Bastion. Those friends of yours, if they can pass, shall be worth their while and yours. Secondly, my Beyonders. A spectral triumvirate banished for eternity and trapped within the rites. And I avail ourselves for practice rites. Should you be so inclined. Or you could always come and chat and briefly free me from an eternity of boredom. You have invoked Sandra. What do you wish? Ask what is on her mind. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break me from the monotony of staring at the void within this place. Not that I could see it if I tried. She laughs at this, or maybe at herself. Certainly, I could make talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we all would keep each other company. There is just one problem there, however. We are all sick of one another. She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent, but there is a certain truth in this. We have been stuck together long enough that we have grown more distant rather than more close. But I had best not wear out my welcome with the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. So, carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you travel learn something, come bring them for me, and I shall see to it they learn some more. Let's try one challenge maybe. Indeed, it looks as though one of those failures of yours is ready for a lesson in pain. Nice. It has the highest level, that's Rookie actually. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Rookie. What? The loud-mouthed cur? Well, I suppose that he's ready. Technically, though. I have a litany of reservations about him, but let us bring him forth. Soon Rookie appears, in heat of the summons. Oh, chum, why are you looking at me like that? Let's see what are the challenges. Alright, that's the big idea, huh? There's some kind of a trick you're playing, chum? The apparition Sandrin appears and unfastens her mask. Shut your snout and listen well, cur. You answer to me here. What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rights. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades. Save for your lovely reader. I guess it's you and me, then, huh, chum? Wherever you are. Oh, it's not 1 versus 1. That's not fair. At least they are not quick. What? I didn't pick up the ball, like he killed me. But they are too slow. They are super slow. Oops. Almost. I got it. Before I set up my PC, I went to this global market store and got some chocolate from Belgium. Never had it before. We don't have it. We don't have global market stores. I don't think. That's cool. You can buy stuff from other countries. That's very cool. Oh, failed once. Rookie wins. That is how we do it, right, chum? It is, and you acknowledge, likewise, that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my test, cur. Congratulations are in order, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. It tastes a lot more better than the chocolate here in the US. It's called Zoet. I see. I don't know this name. I don't think I have ever seen this chocolate here. That Sandra kind of gives me the shakes. Know what I mean, chum? Hey, what's that you got? Jomur's Fang. After a rookie casts his aura, it lingers longer than usual. Special for him. Yeah, she would need quickness. That's for sure. Not be Dutch because it has two dots over there. Or it can be German as well. There is this kind of a letter in German language as well. I will read Book of Rise, but when I collect more pages. There are still too many to collect. You find everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in flagging hands eats away at one's spirit. Only the imp Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost hope for the next ride. But the German-speaking part of Belgium is really small. Ah, yeah, I see. I get it. A moment, reader? There are several courses we may take through Flagging Hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion's spirits shall likely suffer more. The south route through Flagging Hands crosses diseased and wilted plains. The lone minstrel says you can improve a talisman if you take a job here. The middle route through Flagging Hands cuts straight to the pit of Miller. Edwin suggests taking this faster route will reduce your companion's loss of hope. Or cold mode. The lone minstrel says you can get a valuable item if you take a job here. Let's go play. Nice looking skulls. The north route through Flagging Hands is dismal beyond reckoning. There is little talk among your group, yet you sense despair encroaching. Only Tize seems unaffected. I will check out the link. You posted a map of Belgium. I see. The blue part where the German is spoken, yeah, it's a very small part. Looks like a village or one town. Suffer alongside them. Let's suffer together. Later you accompany the lone minstrel in pursuit of his task here. Speak not directly to the living shade, and be true to your heart in responding to its inquiries, and make no attempt to look it in the eye. The lone minstrel offers this and other words of advice as you approach the burial mounds of Cold Mode, where many exiles on the downside see their final days. A glimmer of shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. You barely see it, and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing your heart and mind. According to the shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. The shade leaves you to your work. You turn through the book, locating passages concerning freedom and the spirit. You recite such words as seem best to fit to each of the fallen you see. It is draining work. The shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollowed stump and fades away. You found in Nox's room. It's just a trade item. I see. I can sell it later. By the time you reach the pit of Milith, everyone besides the imp Tiza seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. That's sell shroom. Oh hey you guys, you know this place? A lot of folks but not a lot of customers. Know what I mean? So have a look around. You got some new items. Grant's hope. Grant's presence. Can be useful. Or upgrade. Let's not buy anything right now. Ah, you guys really are my favorite customers, you know? The red part is where my French side is from. I see. You sense Judariel's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something, now that you're here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? You consider the question. You have never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. Judariel wishes to know if you fear her. Admit she can be a bit intense. You're very much aware that she could snap you like a twig at any point. You tell her in a careful way that you have done your best thus far, do not cross paths with her, and wish to stay in her good graces. It's called Valonia. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that name. Valonia. Indeed, it's comforting to know that my mere presence instills fear. One day, perhaps, you too shall grow some horns, if you survive this place. That day shall put the fear you feel in some perspective. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. He walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. Judariel lost all hope. That was a weird conversation. As you make preparations for the coming ride, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging over the pit of Milith. I'll BRB for a minute. I'll come back in a few minutes. I'm back. Tizo seems to be very concerned by something in the vicinity. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, it's Tizo, alright? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence. Everyone, take cover. Jadero makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby cracks and rotted husks. You wait. Something about the place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. And from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in raiments. Your earbuds work though. That's good. At least something works. The shape stops. Slowly, its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Wise of you to hide yourselves from us, little Nightwings. You trespass on the resting place of the astral born. We shall see when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. I don't want to use earbuds all the time though. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog crone. Serpentine creatures, native to the Commonwealth's southern bogs, widely feared. Though formally part of the Commonwealth, the bog crones tend to keep to themselves. So that's a new race. Haven't seen before. Indeed, that was Witch Admild. She's an ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Eastlatch, the astral born monstrosity. The withdrawn triumvirate of bog dwellers, compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom. Tizo makes clear he has no love for Admite. Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, it's her best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time.
Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Mileith. In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
The crone Admild sees your companions gathered by their pyre. A little flame, as that as shall never warm you here, much less survive the night. Hear us, Eastlatch, make the Nightwings suffer. Rookie trots forward from your ranks. Listen here, you old bag. You don't scare any of us one bite, you or your buddy Eastlatch. Now we doing this or what? The question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Admild's attention, however. Rookie begins to squirm a bit. Then Admild moves her slender fingers to her musk. Foolish. E/slash shall grow. It shall consume you. Your little flame has died. That we shall ensure. Hadmail slides off toward her followers. Rookie remains motionless for a time. Whoops. Wow, that is an old lady. The creepiest adversaries we had so far. I don't know. Let's choose someone. It's difficult choice. I don't know. They have talismans. Maybe let's choose people who have talismans.
Headwind. It is done.
All right, everyone, we can take them. No matter where you go, E/slash shall find you and devour you. No, okay.
Commence. The orb is loose. The Night Wings are first to strike the adversary's flame. Didn't you see it coming? Now for their pyre. The fire of resolve.
Not the pretty one.
A mere attempt. By the scribes.
The lifeblood of E/slash that flows within this layer and beneath this world is lifeblood, which shall engulf you in such blackness and despair. Whatever. Okay.
The witch invokes a profane name I shan't repeat. Best beware of
Oh, the map has changed a bit.
Rookie doused to the adversary's flames.
I got achievement.
Your victory is at hand.
Using Rookie often.
I thought they had you there. Not quite. Poor Joe Dariel.
Everyone died.
The orb's engulfed. Oh, poor Rookie. Udmilda's not so scary now. So sorry for the wait there, Rita.
We killed each other. Oh, finally.
The Nightwings once again prevail. Their adversaries prove no match for them.
I didn't notice that the chat is followers only. My chat?
Is complete.
My chat is followers only? I didn't know as well. Let's check out. Where do you change it? Even. No, my chat is not followers only, if you mean that. See? Those bog dwellers, they're just a bunch of hissy talk. It would seem our adversaries failed to unnerve us. Nice work, everyone. Never thought I would have to stand against the bog dweller. It said that when I refreshed it. What if I refresh? It says to me only welcome to the chat. No, I opened the settings and options. It says it's not only followers. Well, you're welcome to the chat. Slash, we have failed thee, and the deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ya, fools, you shall be consumed, and everything around you, from the soil to the stars, you shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. 'Twould seem the exiled Jodariel has a knack for these affairs.
Focus, trading, prowess, the path towards survival of the Blood Border. The northern age of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. This rights makes similar demands of us. For 7 seconds after saluting her adversaries, Jodariel deals an additional damage to Pyre. When a lands in from a jump, Jodariel briefly stuns nearby adversaries. Let's choose this.
'Twould appear that rookies not too old to learn new tricks.
I feel like that was something I was gonna link you once I get my PC together, but I forgot what it was. I'm not sure what it was. I don't remember. Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too. I mean, isn't there anything I can handle? When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual. Or after he's banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. That's can be useful.
Flash of inspiration for next time. Until the stars align.
Having thwarted and withdrawn with great prowess, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal and the relative safety of the Black Wagon. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail had enough of the Oddmouth's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody, yeah, thanks, I'm good. The reader and the stars will point the way, as ever, as just so far we've kept on going north, if that's the case again this time. The Sea of Solace spreads north. An impossible oceanic expanse pockmarked by crude little islets. Attempts to sail across the drowned sea do not usually turn out so well. I could not tell you when last a vessel dared to sail those waters. He asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Izzy is trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. Excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark of night. You find Faye and the lone minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Faye. We shall see what the reader has to say for this in his charge. And here he is, in fact. Thank you for fetching him, Tiza. Tiza is happy to have obliged the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Yeah, it's to the north. I'm here right now and it's to the north. Aurai, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solace. The rides beckon you still further north, toward the middle of the Sea of Solace. I'm so old. I'm finally making a Steam account. Yeah, I had it for a while. That's not good. You're joking, right, chum? Does the reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We did not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go right all out into the water. Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood, he has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bertrude. It is a small bog-dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. All sorts of contraband used to come through there, some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Hedwin's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, but there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though. I know your time is precious. The lone minstrel wishes to tell you something of the rites. Hear him out. You bid him to continue and make it clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time, and I should further note matters that pertain directly to the rites I must reveal to you alone, but thus I'm obliged. In any case, when you confronted the withdrawn and witch Admild, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Islash, the Astral Born. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Admild for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans, colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. The scribes together slew them, one by one, and through this forged their bounds. Like the language they speak, sounds like Latin even though it probably isn't. Yeah, I guess it's just not a real language, made up. The one called Islach was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Islach's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rites. However, Islach did not truly die. By some accounts, it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. And its vow is to devour this land, and everything in it. Only then can it return into whatever plane that banished it to ours. So in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus the ravings of Admild are more or less inconsequential for the while. Yet the history of Islach is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some reassurance. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you're ready. I can talk to someone. You find a rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey chum, know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there is something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. What do you say? What I mean is, hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is... Camera. Time to spook Max. It was a bit spooky, but I'm using speakers. If it were headphones, that would be spooky. Yeah, this game is more of a visual novel. So I'm just lots of reading. You sense something serious is troubling him. He moves on very close, making sure no one else is in the earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Rookie wishes to know if you think his mustache suits him. Say it looks perfectly fine. It's very handsome, and if anything it gives him a distinguished sort of look. Or something about it makes him appear less trustworthy, and perhaps less youthful too. It's perfectly fine. You suggest that Rookie's mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Multi-track streaming. Yeah, if you stream to YouTube at the same time, it saves your stream. It's just there is no one on YouTube. Double chat. Yeah, there is usually no one, but it saves the stream. Like kind of an archive. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for mites. See you around. Triple. Double, triple. The rookie gained hope for the next ride. Nice, nice. It was the right answer. Big Bertrude, small bog dweller, outpost on the edge of the sea. Is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Have a red icon if I plot from here instead. I guess everyone has if they write on YouTube. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud, dark, and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers, the leader's fourth, is larger than the rest, and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. I'm a bad mod, I should be there protecting the kingdom, but would be useful if there were more people. Maybe someday. You will have someone to ban on YouTube. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. She's a bog dweller, once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for the sorcerer's work. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. He did he? In turn we know who thou must be. Yet now speakest of the past, Sandalwood. Doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakenwood, beyond the waters. Wakenwood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. You know their way around on it. The path to the sacred mount, Elodiel, lies far beyond this suffocating woods. I don't think banning is a good thing. It is just to keep you busy. To have something to do on stream, ban some people, have fun. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn, let us all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hadwin stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? Oh, should be a accordance with my client's plan. You keep Cohen Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Hawaii. I posted, in the beginning I posted a few commands which exist on channel. Betting people is fun. I need to find a better hobby if that wasn't the highlight of my day.
It's a trap!
Yeah, that works. Ah, Yeneman speaking. You helped me find a sense of purpose I felt lost. Edwin nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself a time for your vocations. Ways in which you can make yourself useful, yeah. Why is your Steam safe from Japan? Just for fun. Teach your fellow exiles. Study in private. Forage for resources. Let's teach someone, maybe? Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can import some of its teachings. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you will have to mentor them one at a time. Orera wa Nihonjin Devanai Kai. Like we are not Japanese. I should put Antarctica for mine. Can you? Can you choose an Antarctica? By the way, to add you as a friend on Steam, you should buy a game. I think if you don't have any games bought, I cannot add you anyway. Are we? As far as I know, no. That's the Kai part. Yeah, I don't know Kai. I know Ne. Like des Ne. Sometimes like, is it? I haven't met Kai yet. I've been learning, but a bit of Japanese. Today, some new words. I was learning Ryokai, how you write Ryokai with kanji. Let's mentor Hadwin, he almost has a new level. Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You illustrate to Hadwin some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. And yeah, he gets a new level. I should not have to tell you this, but you are from Brazil. Do not burst his bubble. We are from Japan. You never told us otherwise. I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories, but all of this really is their doing, isn't it? Let's choose a mastery. Ryokai? Ryokai is very popular. Like I have heard it in anime a lot of time. Ryokai. This one. ryokai. It means like roger that, or understand, or I see. Like, I understand. Ryokai. Ryokai suru. I understand. I heard it in anime. Ryokai. It's more military, maybe. That's right. I didn't know how to write it. I was learning kanji. While bearing the orb, Hadwin and his allies move with and pass the orb more quickly. Or Hadwin and his allies may instantly return. This I will take this. Thank you for the lesson, my friend. It's given me a lot to think about. Let's continue. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. The first kanji is easy enough, but oh, the next one. The second one, yeah. I keep getting confused because those are Chinese-based characters you're using, but no, it's Japanese meaning for those. One day. Yeah, they're the same. Like, most of the characters are the same, just sound different. I leave for a bit and suddenly this is also a Japanese stream. Suddenly. Reader, it is ready. Please, come have a look. The others are already there. The lone minstrel beckons you to come to see the wagon. Oh, it looks different now. The black wagon appears different now than it did even the day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced. All manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. We can use the wagon now as a ship. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit. The sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. We'll stream in all of the languages. It seems like when the more languages I know, the less people watch me. So when I learn Japanese, I will have maybe one viewer at best. Language learning with Flimbley, yeah, if you wish to. Always ready to help. You could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Oh, they want to invite her to our group? Dare they make flirtations upon us? No, Enough. But should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid in favors. And the one giver is yourself. That is possible. I can open my own stream in the background. This is true, but think about how unique you'll be. I have seen a streamer who spoke four languages fluently. I have seen once, but I don't remember his nickname. Use your webcam, speak in broken Japanese. Attract the Japanese female audience. That's the plan of plans right there. The waifu's command will be real. Huh. I think when I played Resident Evil 2, there was one person from Japan, but I didn't see him after that. But without web camera it's so much more relaxing. Well then, I guess you will just have to pick up a fifth language. Yeah, give me 20 years, at least. At least 20 years and I will pick up. She slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go. Just as she said, I know the navigational controls and she'll explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Izo seems to share Faye's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. Multi-window posting. I am beginning to feel ill already. Your black wagon becomes seaworthy. The Sea of Solace awaits. Let's sail. How it's possible to make a ship out of the wagon? Alright. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. Let's check out. I'm used to you without web camera, but that's because I came in chat when you were making a change, yeah. I'll be waiting for Old Man from the streams in all of the languages. I guess when I learn Japanese, finally, they will invent some kind of a chip or something you can insert in your brain. You can learn languages, just download them quickly. You don't need to learn, you can just download, like cyberpunk novels and films. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Worm Gulf. The tempestuous Sea of Solace lies beyond this deaf, still body of water. Exiled worms from the Sea Dominion naturally congregate around here. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of oars. According to the stars, the next ride shall soon commence here. Carcass, with a doomed exploring vessel, Dazraban, lost in the waters of the downside. Cyberpunk brain implants, yeah, not chips, implants. When I get my robot eyes. But at least you'll be able to tell the future kiddies of the old days when people had to actually work to learn new languages. Yeah. Good old days. They'll probably be so lazy that your efforts will be very impressive to them. Like in the future you can do something. It needs like a minute to learn a language. And now it takes 20 years. That's a big difference. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace, after having come from flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jadariel seems more concerned now than before, and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Rookie, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how's he doing? Who, Hadwin? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, ratching into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out at sea. His first. Turns to you. Reader, please check on Hadwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later you find Hadwin looking out of sorts. Hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble just to get back to Commonwealth, of all places. I didn't know about changed his username. Yeah, I just noticed yesterday. But I haven't talked to him since he changed. I need to ask him, how does he pronounce it even? Majin or something? Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about the place? Hadwin wants to know what you miss about your past life. Your book collection. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having had access to those volumes. The few friends you had, your life was almost always difficult, but several of your long-time confidants did help you to get by. Perhaps the food, your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. I'm more curious as to why he changed it. Vat Pribaut is not his first nickname. When I followed him, he had a different... When I followed him, he had a nickname Humble Bundle, and then he changed to Vat. It's not his first time he changed. Nothing springs to mind. Let's say friends. You tell him that there were those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you now to be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. There is someone I miss terribly back there. Myself, I'm sure. But when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There was not much to be done for him for now. It appears Hadwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. Great. I've wasted a bit of time to level up him, and now he cannot participate. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again, confirm the next point on our voyage. Key of Solace. I don't have a choice. Why do I have to confirm? There is no choice. Is what even his real name? As far as I know, it's real, but it's pronounced Vadim. Vadim, I think that's his real name. Vadim. By the scribes, the sea. I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you now can see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Isa is wondering if Hadwin is feeling better. He requires further rest, Isa. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please, consult with your companions about which course to take. Okay, now I have a choice. It's either Fathomless Strange, the South Current, or the Hulk of Oars. teems with fish and other sea life. Caesar wants to fish for something tasty here. Or Under King Pus. The north currents toward the Hulk of Wars runs as quick as Under King Ors himself. Faye believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Yeah, let's get some fish. It's like learning your parents adopted you. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. Those shapes down there, some must be worms of the Sea Dominion, cast into exile. Sea Dominion, a vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth's shores in search of new wars. I understand they tirelessly fought in the Commonwealth's wars, having grown weary of their own. They must make worthy adversaries. Izzy appears to have spotted something tasty. Izzy dives without warning into the depths below. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea, despite its perils. Eventually the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his claws. Izzy caught a lesser shambler. You could always sell it. Oh, it has a good value, almost 90. At last you arrive at the Hulk of Wars. After journeying across the sea, it seems the next ride is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. And the slug market is here. Oh, hey you guys. Funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Thorned Knot. An overcasting raises the bearer's maximum range 8%. I have almost 200 gold. Nautical Bell. Among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment. Haddon uses it to signal when food is ready. Oh, you just keep right on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it. Rookie seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nautical bell. After all, there is no sign of a nautical emergency. Nor a prepared meal. I know it's not a mealtime, it's fine. I'm starting to really enjoy that constant ringing sound though. Now that it doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides, ringing that bell is probably some pretty good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears too. You know we curs have ultra sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore. I don't. Anyway, thanks. I mean that. Storm's off. Rookie shall never forgive you for abusing the nautical bell. No, alright. And then so be it. The Rookie reappears, laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. Silver Cudgelhead, a limbless, cold-blooded creature, rescued from the sea. It's fully grown and has led a rich life. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Edwin. He's beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Edwin since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he's grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I'm ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course. In case it is unclear, I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when time reminds me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours. Whether Hadwin is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Let's probably play one more right, and that will be all. I will not stream for too long. It's pretty tiring to read so much. Having landed at the hulk of oars, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. I still want to play Planescape Torment, but it's so difficult to get back to it. It's been a while, like 4 months. 4 months I played Planescape Torment. It's difficult to get back, and it's a game about text. Just read it. Yeah, it's been only 2 hours and 25 minutes. Not so long. What do you think, Teaser? Don't I look just like Mr. Hadwin? Ooh. Teaser is worried that Hadwin is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... what's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies. A Worm Knight. I forget which one that is. It's the one with the Frankenstein looking dude? Yeah, I guess this one. It's a isometric RPG. Was like, you look at them from above. It's 2D, and it's about nameless, immortal character, yeah, who looks like Frankenstein. It has a very good story, but I made a huge break, so that's not cool. I'm surprised there are so many races in this game. I'm very surprised I found a new one of worms. Yeah, it was made in the late 90s, like 99, 1999. It's at least 20 years old. So, it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against his knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. The Worm Knight guy is kinda cute. Yeah, he has a good personality, but he looks creepy. Oh, and lest this knight forget. He's called Sir Gilman. He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. He salutes you salutes you all on behalf of the Pyre Hearts, triumvirate of Worm Knights, who perceive their rights as great battles to be won, until the contest. Okay, I know which one it is now, yeah. It's a good game. I've tried to play it several times, and I can never finish it. He splashes out of view, just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. Block from Tetris.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the hulk of Aurai. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
We're kinda battling on the deck of the ship. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Wars, yeah, deck of the ship. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie pulls up to them. Say, what are you Burms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth, or the Sea Dominion, or wherever it is you are from? Haha, an excellent point. It seems that these adversaries in the rites are clever. Wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests. Wait, give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. He's a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. Now he looks like this monster incorporation green guy. Oh, so yes, you can swim or no? Huh, of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we're exiles in this land. The same as you, we can swim. It is true. But 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nah, there's but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he's told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he's not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard. The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. It's the best part of the game, to get to know new teams of enemies. Like, every time you meet a new adversary, you have to fight, play with. That's the best part, maybe. Reader, Haddon's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us. Yeah.
Now let us get started. Jodariel. Tizo. Very well.
Caesar doesn't seem intimidated by in the slightest by Sir Gilman and Sir Deluge. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? Oh, wait a second. Need to check something out. They now stand ready to confront us, sire, a very brave triumvirate they seem to this night's eye. Brave? Here, sucking monsters. One and all. Fire hearts, be ready.
Commence.
They must be quick. Yeah, they are quick. I haven't lost.
An opportunity. The deluge has plunged into
That's the first time I actually losing.
well cast.
Secretly looks up block with eye from Tetris.
How utterly brazen.
It's more difficult to play against quick enemies.
Neither triumvirate is closer than the other.
Almost.
The flames of freedom.
Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Nice to see you. Was nice to see you all game. Have a good evening. I'll finish the stream soon, anyway. See you later. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Our adversaries stand divided. Let us take advantage of the opening. I like the music in this battle. The match.
Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth.
They didn't try to stop me. No, I'm right.
Alas for
What was that even?
and it is done. The night wings prevail.
Reminds me of this part of the cartoon I saw.
Performance overall.
I'll link it to you.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. They were the most difficult so far. She expected more. Those worms were quick, alright, but Rookie Greentails? Queer. Korea. Jesus is very pleased to have prevailed against the Worm Knights of the Pyre Hearts. This knight commands you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought, indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Hillman. This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies? How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight will show you worthy. You miserable little minnow. You're a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
No one gets a level up.
Until the next right.
After triumphing over the Pyre hearts with aplomb, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyre hearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exiles' attention turns toward your companion, who was absent for the ride. How's Hadwin? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. I thought Hadden maybe died or something. As I was attempting to explain, Hadwin is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hadwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nah, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tarek, but I am pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of ride like that before. So, you're back among the living then, Hadwin? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you, or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky waits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the ride back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I will leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. Now we go to... where? It's further north. Trieste, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. Landscape is nice when I wanna take a nap while hearing you. This game is almost the same. Just read stuff, mostly. Still further north, then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. It is a tempest raging in the Sea of Solace, seemingly for all eternity. Storm that arose after the death of the sea titan, unfathomed, learned never has entirely subsided. It's more like Banner Saga to me. But yeah, that's right. That's right. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing its intact. Can we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. I'll be just another day and no downside. It will be. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you will feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that the rest is in order. The sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Yeah, I guess that will be it. I'll finish for today. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Courtney 8-bit. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I guess catch you later. I'll go do some other stuff. So maybe we'll stream tomorrow. I will write on Discord. So see you later. Have a good night.